Hi guys, Napizon is here. Welcome to another episode how to make the ace in World of Tanks. If you are not interested in making the ace, surely this will help you to perform better in the game. This time I picked the tier 10 Soviet heavy tank, the IS-7. So what can I say about this tank that hasn't been already said? So many tank replays about it. I will put all my thoughts in one word and I will say this: the IS-7 is awesome. This tank is a frontline smasher, it's not a sniper, it's for close combat. With this tank, if you don't know where the enemies are, you're not driving this tank properly. Everything that this tank has made him a very effective frontline tank. This tank ends one of the Soviets' heavy tank lines. So, let's go to the tactic to see how we get the IS-7. This is the line that leads to the IS-7 and we start with the KV-1S at tier 5, followed by the KV-85 that has a very good rate of fire. At tier 7 we have the IS with a good mobility and a punchy gun. At tier 8 we have one of the best tanks for tier 8, the IS-3, which is the first in this line with the pike nose. At tier 9 we have the T-10, the most mobile heavy tank in the game that is not French. Actually this is a medium tank. The T-10 also has the pike nose and unlocks the way to the IS-7. As you can see, this heavy line has very mobile tanks, unlike the second line that starts with the KV-1 and ends with the IS-4. So let's see the general stats of the IS-7. 2150 hit points. As you can see, the IS-7 has the second lowest hit points from all the tier 10 heavies. The first is the French heavy, with 2100 hit points. And in the opposite side, of course, is the mouse with 3000 hit points. It weighs around 69 tons, fully equipped, has a very good engine with 1050 horsepower, that means more than 15 horsepower per ton. The top speed is almost 60 kilometers per hour, but it's a theoretical top speed. It will reach that speed, but not from its own power. Example, I'm going down on here. The combination of good frontal armor and speed makes the IS-7 a very good rammer. Of course you're not gonna ram the mouse that has triple of his weight. The 28 traverse speed makes the IS-7 not very mobile. But here is the catch: the armor of the IS-7 is absolutely magnificent. First of all, the hull has the pike nose. Look here. That means pre-angled armor. It has 150 mm on the front and sides and 100 mm at the rear. And guys, look at the turret. It is incredible. Very beautiful sloped and has 240 mm on the front, 185 mm at the sides, and the rear is garbage, of course, 94 mm. Let's talk about the gun of the IS-7. Look here. 0.4 accuracy and 3.1 aiming time. This gun is gonna troll you so many times. That's why the IS-7 is for close combat only. Don't worry, the armor of the IS-7 is gonna stand up for his gun. The DPM is around 2150, very standard for a tier 10 heavy. The British tier 10 heavy has the highest DPM, around 2750. And the mouse has the least, around 1975. My XFM mode is calculating 11.31 seconds the gun actual reload time. The turret traverse speed is 25. It's alright for a heavy tank. The view range is a standard one, 400 meters, but with the crew skills and equipment increases to 426 meters. The signal range increases from 720 meters to 785 meters. Let's check the IS-7's armor in the tank inspector. So we are in the tank inspector now. First of all, the famous pike nose. That means pre-angled armor. The best angled way is to keep this straight to the enemy. If you're angling the pike nose like the E-100 for example, you're gonna reduce the armor efficiency because you're gonna create a flat zone. Look here, 220 millimeter, and now 311, 315 millimeter. And second, the IS-7 is a low silhouette. So, let's check first the hull. The lower plate, 251, 256. The upper plate, 265, 286, 324, 314. At the sides is the 150 millimeter space armor. And look here guys, very beautiful slope too. Look how thick it is. Incredible. So, avoid shooting with heat here. No heat. If you see the sides, you could penetrate here. 141 millimeter below the track. Let's see now the turret. If you manage to stay in hull down, and the enemy will see only this, the front of your turret, 400 millimeter. Only hash shells from the Death Star will give you damage frontally. Look here, the mantlet. Ricochet. Near to the mantlet, 321. The cheeks, 525. Ricochet. You could face hugging without problem every tank from the game. The commander's hatch. No weak points. The cupola is 30 millimeter, 33. So be careful with RT. In my opinion, this is the best turret from the game. Look here guys. Incredible. So, let's go back to the garage. So, the first step is the crew skills. The IS-7 has a crew of 5 members. The commander, the gunner, the driver, and 2 loaders. The second loader is also the radio operator. So, the 2 most important skills in the game are Sixth Sense and Brothers in Arms. But this is a heavy tank. That means that the most important skill is repairs. The commander has Brothers in Arms, Repairs, Sixth Sense, and Recon. The gunner has Brothers in Arms, Repairs, Snapshot, Armorer. The driver has Brothers in Arms, Repairs, Smooth Ride, Clutch Braking. The first loader has Brothers in Arms, Repairs, Intuition, Safe Storage. And the second loader has Brothers in Arms, Repairs, Intuition, and Safe Storage. The second step is the equipment. We're gonna put the improved ventilation class 3 that gives plus 5% to all crew skills, the gun rammer for faster reload, and vertical stab that gives plus 20% accuracy during movement and turret rotation. The third is the exterior. Because I keep this tier 10 permanently in my garage, I bought permanent paint and inscription with gold. I apply camouflage for winter, summer and desert. This paint gives the tank plus 2% better camo values. And I put this inscription. merciless because it's suitable for the IS-7. The fourth step is the consumables, which are small repair kit, large first aid kit that gives plus 15% protection of the crew from injuries, and the automatic fire extinguisher that gives plus 10% to fire protection. With these combinations that you see here, you have to make the ace. So, let's see this beast in action. We are in the replay now. The map is Sand River, its older version in patch 9.3. I choose this replay because this is the most relevant to highlight this tank's gameplay. Actually, this is my third game with the IS-7, and funny thing, the first two games with this tank were also here. Big coincidence, same map and same starting position. This replay is important because you see me in the first half of the game misusing the IS-7. But in the second part I made use of this incredible armor. Let's see what happened. Oh, by the way, when I played this game it was 4:30 AM. And I was so tired that I could barely see. I used to carry 20 regular ammo and 10 gold ammo. This means a total of 14,700 damage. The DPM of the IS-7 is 2146 without equipment and with 100% major qualifications of the crew. The IS-7 has a little bit better DPM than the IS-4, the Mouse and the Type 5 Heavy. But the DPM is not the strong point of this tank. Because I'm afraid of the RT, I'm going to find the position here to stay cover from him. I see one dangerous opponent, the Death Star. The other two, the M103 and the WZ111, are not a threat for me from this distance. So I pull back a little bit and the WZ111 is giving me his side. So I put 539 damage and I managed to track him.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
I have some assistance, the T-62A and the T-49. The T-62A is a little bit crippled, as you can see. The WZ-132 is coming. Of course that I missed the WZ-132 and he escaped.
Target lost.
Oh boy, a nice juicy target is coming, the Tiger 2. He is showing me his side and his gun is no match to my frontal armor, at least at this distance. I hit him with 553. Another damage with 473. Another bounce from him. And he escaped before I reload. The score is 1-5 and we are behind with 4 tanks. We lost the T-62A, but I have the T-49 to draw their attention and mess them around. I want that Borsec to be eliminated before I go to attack. I managed to give him 458 damage. Very roll, but finally he's dead. I see that the Death Star is half HP. The score is 3 at 6. We are still behind with 3 tanks. But it is the time for me to start the counter-offensive. The T-49 is sporting very well, so I'm aware of these tanks' existence in this flank. The T-49 reversed the position of the RT and the Waffenträger E-100, so I know all the tanks and their position. Look, the IS-7 face to face with the M103. I tracked him, no damage because of the troll gun of course, but I also bounced a shot from him, and bye bye. One M103. Let's move forward. I want to take out the Waffenträger E-100 because he's a very dangerous opponent. This is my second kill, and lucky me, I escaped from the Death Star. My object 268 eliminated him. I noticed on the minimap the WZ-132, and sometimes when you don't expect, this gun actually works. Look here guys. This is my third kill of the game. I'm going now after the bad shot. Now the score is 12 at 9 in our favor. I was so tired that when I have noticed him, look here guys, he had already passed beside me. The bad chat is one shot to me, but if I miss him, he's gonna cripple me badly. With his one magazine he can give me almost 2000 damage. So I have to be careful. Oh, don't forget the RT, he can one shot me. I can't believe that I missed. Now I'm doomed. He's using hit.
Permission to engage. Track hit. Let's go.
Now, look here, from those 5 shells, actually only 2 penetrated my armor. Remember guys, from the tank inspector, the IS-7 has an incredible space armor on the sides, and the Batshot driver put the auto aim on me that is targeting the sides because the IS-7 is a low profile. The Batshot driver could go to my back and reload his 5 shells there. This was a big misplay by the Batshot driver. I finished the Batshot and now I'm going after the RT. Hi scumbag.
Ready to fire.
484 damage. But I set him on fire just as I did with the M103. This game is not about damage, it is about the armor. The Batshot has 330mm of penetration with hit, and only those 2 penetrated me from the front of the hull. I hope that I proved that you could trust this armor in close combat. Let's see now the post-game stats. So here's our mastery badge, Ace Tanker. We got 5319 experience, with the premium account that was triple, we gave only 4232 damage. That is not very impressive for a tier 10 tank. But, as I mentioned before, it's not about damage, it's about the armor. We picked up 5 kills and we received 1182 basic experience. Shots fired 15, direct hits 12, 12 penetrated, 2210 damage blocked by the armor, and thanks to our spot damage we got the ace. Look here guys, 2543. Personally, I like this tank and in my opinion is the best frontline tank and also the most beautiful tank in the game. Look here guys. If the IS-7 is in hull down, it can easily face a half of enemy team and also slow their attack considerably. Sometimes the gun will troll you, but the armor of the IS-7 never fails. With this tank you can carry games, depending on the map and artist, but generally the IS-7 is a war winner. What do you think guys? Do you agree with me? Please share your thoughts in a comment below. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed this. Good luck on the battlefield and see you in the next episode.